Hey guys, I've been waiting to do a review on this for the longest time. Today I have Pacific Chill from the house of Louis Vuitton. And last week I did first impressions on this fragrance and I was totally blown away by it. Because this is one of a kind. One of a kind in my opinion because I've never smelled anything like it. A lot of the people are actually saying that this smells like Garnier Fructis shampoo on Fragrantica. Hey, to me, it smells really amazing, and it's very bright and it's juicy and it's fruity, and those are the types of fragrances that I love. I live in Georgia. I live in the South, and it stays hot throughout most of the year, and I want to be able to wear something that is easy to wear. You can wear anywhere. You can actually rock this pretty much anywhere, probably not in an office scenario, but this right here, oh my gosh, man, it is amazing. Now, first things first, this is not incentivized. I bought this for my own money. Just wanted to be transparent, so that way you guys aren't thinking that, hey, this is a paid review or something. I don't get paid at all to do any of my fragrance reviews. With that said, let's get on with the show. First up, here is the presentation of this box. Just wanted to show you how cool the box looks. Looks like a sea in the background with a palm tree hanging right there. Here is top of the box. Let me turn around so that way you can see that beautiful LV logo. Okay, who cares about the box, right? Here's the beautiful cardboard case that it comes in. As you guys can tell, it is a typical Louis Vuitton casing. The top is white. Some of the cases are silver or bronze or gold, and this one's white. Alright, so here's a presentation on the bottle itself. It is a very beautiful bottle. Again, a typical Louis Vuitton bottle, clear glass with a hint of green tint. Here's the bottle cap, magnetic cap. Gotta love Louis Vuitton's magnetic cap feature. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this again and give you my first initial impressions. Beautiful scent. The first things that I actually get in my nose is pink guava, which I don't even know if that's such a thing or not. But I get that burst of very juicy, bright pink guava and a melon tasting smell. Now, it doesn't mean that it's bad. I know a lot of people can be deterred away when they hear the word melon or watermelon. And now the first few impressions that I get from this fragrance is that it's very bright, fruity, and juicy. Those are the top three terms that I've been using when I explain it to a lot of people. Now, I just wanted to mention that I was out of town this past weekend and I was around a lot of people that I usually don't hang out with. I was in and out in the summer heat, helping folks out, and also at a restaurant, so I got a lot of compliments from this fragrance. A lot of people were saying like, oh, it smells very citrusy. Nobody really knew how to explain what this fragrance smelled like, but a lot of people loved my fragrance. And honestly, these are the type of fragrances that I lean towards. I love bright, fruity fragrances. And you guys also got to remember that I live in Georgia and it gets really hot down here. Alright, so check this out. The top notes are citron, lemon, orange, mint, blackcurrant, and coriander. Now, the first four that I mentioned were pretty bright, and you have blackcurrant and coriander. Mix that, and this fragrance it's a game changer. It's not just like very citrusy and bright, but it also has some sort of animalic, musky, blackcurrant vibe to it. And if you can picture that, that stays throughout the whole scent performance. I can smell this on my arm right now because I wore this at 6 a.m. this morning, and right now it's about 2 o'clock recording this video. So I can smell a little bit of sweetness, but then again, I also smell that fruity, juicy vibe in the background, just lingering around on my skin. The middle notes are apricot, basil, carrot seeds, and May rose, and honestly, I can't really smell those at all. The base notes are pretty interesting to me because I think this is what makes the fragrance complete. It consists of dates, fig and amberette, which is a pretty expensive seed oil. Let's talk about the performance. This fragrance lasts about 8 to 10 hours on my skin solid, and I will say this, if you're in and out in the summer heat, the better it will perform. I remember this, I wore this and I hung my shirt up because I didn't wash it, and I walked in my closet and I can still smell the fragrance from the day before on the shirt itself. And I usually don't spray it too heavy on my shirt. I usually spray it on my arms, my neck, and then on my shoulders, which is my shirt itself. The sillage is some sort of very moderate, because in the first couple hours I feel like people will know that they have you in their presence, or should I say like you exist in their presence. So yeah, I mean, it performs really well in my experience, but then again, it will kind of die down as far as like projecting. But then again, you really don't want nothing too crazy, but I really wish that this was a beast mode. But then again, you don't want every fragrance beast mode performance because they're not meant to be. Alright guys, so let's talk about the price. This fragrance costs $300. Is it for everybody? No, but if you lean towards the bright and fruity and juicy fragrance and that will perform during summertime, have no doubt about it, you will absolutely love it. And if I wanted to give this a rating, I would probably give this 8 out of 10. This won't be my daily fragrance because I have a lot more and I like to switch them out quite often, but this will be my go-to fragrance every now and then during the summertime because I love the scent and the scent profile itself. Once again, I never recommend anybody to spend like $300 when you can actually buy something decent like Acqua di Gia Profumo for like $100 and something, or maybe even something less. It just depends on how much money you want to spend, you know. But if you're a fan of the house of Louis Vuitton and if you really wanted to explore into buying another fragrance, then have no doubt Pacific Chill is actually a really good fragrance in my opinion. Am I going to be wearing this every day? Probably not, because I like to wear different fragrances every day. I like to be versatile and reach for other fragrances whenever I want to, you know, depending on what kind of situation I'm in. Whether if I'm going to the doctor's office or going to work, or whether if I'm going to be out in the summer heat, or whether if I'm going to the gym, or even out on a dinner. But then again, have no doubt, Pacific Chill is indeed one of a kind. I love this fragrance. Love it, the fact that it is so juicy and it's just simply very amazing. God, I love this scent. Anyways, once again, this is Pacific Chill from the house of Louis Vuitton. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.